When we met Oscar, it was a bit of a shock. His condition had deteriorated quite a bit from when we first got the call about him. He was 9 days old, losing weight, and in heart failure. It was clear that Oscar wasn't leaving the hospital anytime soon. We were facing impending heart surgery and an indefinite stay in Philly with Oscar, while our 3 girls were back home without us. So Joel went home to be with the girls and I stayed. My mommy heart was torn, but my time in Philly was made much sweeter thanks to a wonderful family who opened their home and hearts to me. Total strangers at first, but they loved Jesus and they loved me well. It took almost 3 weeks, but we were able to arrange a medical flight with Grace on Wings, a crew of experts who also love Jesus, and within 12 hours of launching a fundraising website, the flight was paid in full. By God's grace, Oscar fought and flourished once at Cincinnati Children's, so much so that the doctors delayed his surgery and sent him home to grow. After a month of growing and lots of love from his sisters, it was time to do his open heart surgery. Oscar's recovery has been astounding. He's a new boy. No more heart failure, no more feeding tubes, lots of coos and smiles. Many have asked us, "This must have been so hard. How are you all doing?" And seriously, it has been good, and I'm not lying when I say it. It's been more than good. See, it had just been 21 days since we had updated our adoption paperwork when we got the call about Oscar. And it had only been a year since our last adoption, but we knew this was our son. This was our Oscar. When we started driving to Philly, we were unsure of how we'd pay all the fees, but this being our 3rd adoption in 4 years, God had already shown us time and time again, He provides. We can trust Him. So we drove on. God's army has surrounded us, and our community and people we didn't even know stepped up and became a part of Oscar's story, making this all relatively easy. And that's what true freedom really is. Living a surrendered life for Jesus and experiencing peace and joy in the midst of chaos. When you can step out of a boat into raging waters and not sink at all, but walk on water, your world is never the same. Taking risk has shown us that all we want to do is live for Jesus. There is no greater joy. Not because we have to, but because we get to. It really is the best. We get to live out our kingdom dreams. God has given us Oscar, and that little baby has set me free from so many fears and completely changed my heart and the hearts of many. We thank our support team because we could have never done this alone. We have been abundantly blessed time and time again. Thank you. Every single bit of support has been felt and extremely appreciated. Thank you. We've never felt alone. The overwhelming support has covered every fee and the unexpected medical flight costs. We're talking over $20,000 of generous gifts. So whether you gave us $1,000, $10, gave a meal, a place to stay, baby boy clothes, said a prayer, all his doctors and nurses, you're all part of Oscar's story, and we want to say thank you. We really can't say thank you enough. We are really overjoyed by your generosity and care. I hope the story God is writing for our precious Oscar encourages you to take risk and be brave for Jesus, because there is no limit to what He'll do and no limit to the joy you'll receive.